All right, let's continue on with more of the Halloween reviews with more of The Night He Came Home. If you know what that is the tagline for Halloween 2 from 1981, directed by Rick Rosenthal, starring Jamie Lee Curtis, Lance Gust, Dick Warlock as Michael Myers, Donald Pleasance. This one is actually in the same night as the John Carpenter Halloween, so it picks up right up. It picks right up after the events of the first film. Where Michael gets shot 6 times, falls from the balcony. Loomis looks over the balcony, and he got up and walked away. So, and this is the night. My brother is a big fan of this stuff, and he calls this the night that Dr. Loomis goes nuts, and it sure is. I shot him 6 times. I shot him in the heart. And he's running down the street trying to find Michael, and he comes across Brackett, and he says to Brackett, almost out of breath, I shot him 6 times. You what? I said I shot him 6 times. I shot him in the heart. This man, he's not human. I had to do it. I guess I had to do that. One of my favorite scenes with Loomis as well, not besides that one, was when him and Brackett were driving around, and then Loomis hears a bunch of kids, and his mouth goes wide open. Look at her! Sit down! Look! He thinks Ben Tramer is Michael Myers, and he's running on the sidewalk. Get back, you kids! And he's got that long trench coat on, in the bottom of the trench coat's going up in the air, and he's running. And he got Brackett chasing after him. Man, that was funny. It's not supposed to be. That part is not supposed to be funny, but it is. It's the way Donald Pleasance portrayed it. I think the whole hospital setting at Haddonfield Memorial Hospital was really, really well done. I kind of like that. This does have more gore in it. The first one didn't have much gore, but this one does. The nurses, Nurse Karen, Mrs. Elves, or Nurse Elves, which is the lead nurse. Janet, I think Janet is, I think she's a CNA or nursing assistant. I think they're both the same. A CNA and a nursing assistant are the same thing. And then what is the other nurse's name? The blonde nurse that Tawny Moyer plays. I can't remember her name. You got some pretty nice cast here. I mean, of course, you got Lance Gust is his character name Jimmy? I think his character's name is Jimmy. I'm sure. I just like the aftermath of everything, and just everybody is out and about, families, neighbors, all that stuff with all this stuff going on, and there's a scene in there where he goes into the A-Rod's house, picks up a butcher knife and stuff like that, and he goes out the door. He goes next door to the girl that's calling out to Mrs. A-Rod, because Mrs. A-Rod is, screaming. Goes in, gets on the phone with her friend, and then her friend is telling the girl next door is on the phone with her friend, and her friend tells her, well, that's just right down the street. 3 kids were murdered in Hatfield. That's right down the street. And I forgot the girl's name on the other end of the phone line, but she's the neighbor girl says, well, that's right down the street. I can hear sirens. And then Michael, for some reason, I don't know why Michael killed her. I don't know. It's out of the blue, out of the question. Dick Warlock, as Michael Myers. Great job. I like the way he would walk, especially when he would walk like downstairs into the boiler room in that one scene. It's very, very much like robotic-like. So, it's scary. I think it's scary. I think his portrayal between him and Nick Castle, I liked more. Because I think he was more scarier than Nick Castle was. I know there's a lot of Nick Castle fans out there. I mean, I'm a fan of Nick Castle too, but I just think Dick Warlock played it better, if you ask me. I know the scene where they redo that scene where in a dark corner and the face of the mask appears slowly. I thought that is very, very impressive. I love that. It gives me chills all over when I see that. Especially with the first one with Laurie, when Laurie gets in that corner of the. I'm trying to think whose house is it that she finds Bob and her friend's bodies in there. But she backs up in one corner, and there's like a darkened room, and all of a sudden you see Michael's face slowly emerging in the frame. That was scary. So, I liked all the characters in this one. Again, the hospital setting I thought was really awesome. I liked the fact that we do get a little bit of a backstory with Laurie Strode when she was young. She was basically adopted. I remember the lady. She was at a in the one flashback scene. She's either outside. I think she's outside, and this grown woman's outside doing laundry or something. She says, "I told you, I'm not your mother," or something like that. So basically, Laurie was adopted by the Strodes. So I believe that was. I don't know. I mean, if they ever said who that was, it was whoever the woman was that was doing the clothes on the hangers and taking them off. But then it shows a scene where young Laurie visits Michael at, I think it's Smith's Grove, and he's just staring out the window, sitting down, and he slowly turns and looks at her. I thought that was very, very scary as well. The kills, I would have to say, are really well done. One of my favorite kills would have to be, and I would never lie to you, I love Talia Moyer's kill because they recreated that for Halloween H2O with Adam Arkin's character, but they added a little extra to the Adam Arkin death is when Michael lifts him up with the butcher knife in the back. His whole body, Adam Arkin's character, his body is shaking. You didn't get that with Talia Moyer's character in the second film. He just lifted her right up, and her shoes just came right off. So I thought it was very, very creative to recreate that kill for H2O. The other kill I really liked in this one would have to be. It would have to be it's brutal. It's Nurse Karen's when she gets her head dunked in when Michael puts the temperature up in I think it's the hot tub, whatever the heck it is, and it gets hotter, and he dunks her head in there, holds it down for a couple seconds, brings it back up, and you can see the different stages of the burns, and then he finally brings it up for one last time, and you can see her face is fully burnt, peeled, pretty much all that stuff. The climax I thought was really good when it was you get the U.S. Marshal in the mix with Loomis, and then you get Marion Chambers. I don't think she was called Marion Winnington at the time, but you get that whole scene there, and it was a heck of an epic showdown, especially when it was Loomis and Michael. When Loomis gets up, after Michael jabs him with the scalpel, and turns on all the gas in that surgical room and says, "Michael, it is time, Michael," and he lights the lighter and boom, and there you go. But I mean, Rick Rosenthal did a great job with this film. I mean, I liked Resurrection as well. I mean, it's another fan favorite, and I just watched that last night. So, but yeah, I mean, Halloween 2 from 1981. Definitely a masterpiece. I think it's a great film. Came out the same year as Friday the 13th Part 2. You got a lot of great characters in this. You got some great kills. A great setting within the hospital. Just one of my favorites with Donald Pleasence because just the way his reactions are with his character, they're funny at times, man. It really is, especially with the "I shot him 6 times" dialogue, and then him chasing after what he thinks is Michael Myers, but it's Ben Tramer. But yeah, further ado, what did you guys think about Halloween 2 from 1981? Did you like it? Didn't you like it? What did you like about it, and what didn't you like about it? Hit that like button, subscribe, and see you guys back in the next one.